Hey, good morning, everyone. Jared Gibbons here with Sun City Hilton Head in sunny South Carolina. It's September 4th, rather. Sorry, get my dates crossed. September 4th, it's about 9 a.m. I'm doing a video on the Scenic, Echelon, and Distinctive Series home sites that we have available right now. I just started with the Echelon home sites, and now I'm moving to part 2, which is the Scenic Series. Just to remind, the Scenic Series is going to be the contour, compass, and hallmark plans. So the home sites that I'm going to show you now will be large enough to fit those homes. So I'll flip the camera around so I can show you what we got. All right, everyone. So if you watch the Echelon Series home site video, these homes off in the distance are on Dreamscape Drive. Those are the Echelon Series home sites. We'll continue on all the way until you see where that white truck is at. Continue on, and the road takes a curve all the way up until you see this gravel drive right about there. That gravel drive, there's a couple of trucks off in the distance, and that's really what's going to separate where the Echelon Series stops on phase 26 and where the Scenic Series starts on phase 26. So I'll shoot you a map if you're interested, but you'll notice, several of these have got sold home sites on them. So these are wrapping around the bend on Dreamscape Drive, available for the Scenic Series, or I guess no longer available, but this is kind of that series that we're in. So as we walk down Dreamscape Drive, the first home site that I want to show off to you is home site number 272. So home site 272 is going to be the last home site before we turn onto Daisy Lane. It's going to be a corner home site. It's going to have a berm to the left and right side of it if you're looking directly at the house. And behind it is going to be that lagoon. You're not going to catch a ton of the lagoon, but it will be kind of a side shot view for you. So again, we've got our lagoon off of Daisy Lane and Dreamscape. Some of these signs still need to be flipped around. We're looking at 271 right now that has sold. So the one we're coming up to is going to be home site number 272. You can see where we've marked the property line right here. This would be a landscaped berm to one side and also to the left here. So this is where the property will end. But again, keep in mind you won't have a neighbor to your one side, and then they'll saw it all the way to the curb. So this is home site 272. If you wanted something that's a little bit more tucked away, a little bit more private, again, you'll have that berm to back you on the back side, the berm to keep you cozy on the left side, and then saw it all the way around. Coming over to this side, so we had that home site 272 on the lagoon side. I've also got home site number 257. Home site 257 that's available on the berm side. So we can see our property marker here as it divides all the way down. This will have some trees behind it. So this is home site 257. As you can see, you've got a berm that's well over head high. This will all be nicely landscaped as well to give you some great privacy. That berm's nice and tall. Standing right next to it, I mean, it's well over head high in terms of giving you some privacy and some dense area that would give you some privacy between, the back of your home. So that's 257, home site 257. We're now going to walk down to home site 254. All right. Coming up to home site 254, again having that same, nice tall head high berm behind it. And as you can see, these have got east off the back side, which is nice. That means it'll have west in the front side of the home. We're going to skip 2 more down to home site 252. right, so we've got home site 252. You can see the swales right here. That's going to kind of indicate where your property line's roughly going to be at once they get done marking things. But these stakes up front are going to show you right where the line's at, and again, you can see it divides it all the way down. So this is home site 252. Again, hopping over to the other side, that berm home site that I just showed you is on the corner of Dreamscape and Daisy. That was the first home site 272 that I showed you. We're gonna hop on the other side of Daisy Lane. Home site 273, this one right here has sold already, but 274 will also be available. So 274 is gonna be kind of like a mirror image of 272 on the other side. It's gonna have a berm behind it. Again, unfortunately, I don't have as good of a visual as they're still digging lagoon on this side. But they will have a lagoon that's gonna match similar to the one that's behind the home sites on Dreamscape. So this is home site number 274. You can see the property line all the way down. And then last one that I wanted to show you again is on the back side is home site number 250. So this is home site number 250. Got our property lines on both sides. Home site 250 with the trees in the back. Thanks so much for joining me for the Scenic Series demonstration. I'm going to now hop over to the Distinctive Series home sites. So if you'd like or have interest in the Palmieri Prestige Mainstay or Prosperity, I've got a video coming up for that one as well. Guys, thank you so very much for joining me. Again, this is Jared Gibbons with Sun City Hilton Head. My cell phone's 843-422-5851. If there's anything I can do to help, any questions you have that I can help with, I'll be sending this to you via email, so if you'd like, please feel free to reply at jared.gibbons@delweb.com. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help, and we'll talk to you soon.